What's up, guys? Welcome back to the workshop. Today I'm going to show you how I make my wood-turned bowls. So the toolkit I'm going to be using to make these bowls is called a wood lathe. Now basically what a lathe is you attach your wood onto here, and I'll show you how that works in a minute. It spins your wood, and as it's spinning your wood, you rest the tool on this little thing here, and you move your tool across it as it's spinning, and that shaves around the wood. I know that might not make sense, but it'll make sense in a minute. So like I said, the lathe we're going to be using is a jet lathe. This is top of the line lathe. I think this is top of the line mini lathes. They have big floor standing ones, but I think I paid like $600 for this one. It's a really high quality lathe. So what the lathe comes with is this little metal faceplate here, and there's threads in there that thread onto here. And what you do is you just screw this on to the piece of wood that you want to make a bowl out of, and that screws onto there, and then that's how it can spin. So let me just put it on the lathe and I'll show you what I mean. But before we do that, let me go over what we're going to be making a bowl out of today. This is a piece of black walnut that was given to me. I have cut it in half and put in a piece of maple, a piece of cherry, and another piece of maple to make a cool design. And I glued on this little piece of scrap wood so that way I wouldn't have to screw into my bowl. This will just get thrown away at the end. So first we're going to use the roughing gouge, and as the name implies, it is used to rough down the bowl and make it a cylinder. So let's turn the lathe on and start making our bowl blank round. And we're going to need to wear a mask to keep the chips from hitting our face. As you can see, it's starting to become a cylinder, and as soon as it's pretty close to becoming a cylinder, we can come over here to our speed and we can turn it up to a little faster speed, and that's going to give us a nicer cut. After that, I can start shaping the bowl to the outside shape that I would like. So I have the outside of the bowl the way I would like it, and it's looking pretty good. Probably going to go over with the scraper just to get a nice smooth cut. And then we can flip around our tool rest and start hollowing out the center with the bowl gouge. So I got our tool rest flipped around. Let's grab the bowl gouge and we'll start hollowing out the center. I've been hollowing out for a little bit with my bowl gouge. Now, there's a couple little places in the wood that I might need to put a little epoxy in. There's a little bit of a gap. But for the most part, it looks really, really good. I'll keep trimming it down just a little bit, getting these walls a little bit thinner. The bottom also needs to be a bit thinner. Then when I'm done with that, we'll use a scraper on it and start sanding. So for sanding the bowl, you can just turn the lathe on and hold sandpaper against it, and that will sand it. I like to start with 150, and I like to work my way up to 3,000 grit sandpaper. So one tool that I like to use for sanding is this little drill attachment. A piece of sandpaper goes on there, goes in the drill, and the reason why this is helpful is because you can get two motions, the lathe spinning and the drill turning. It works really, really well for getting rough spots such as end grain. But we're going to do this right now, and then we're going to do some hand sanding, and then it's going to be time for finish. So guys, I finished up my sanding, went up to 3,000 grit like I said, and I applied a little bit of finish. This is just personally, I like to use a pen finish. It dries really fast, and it leaves a nice shiny surface, and as you can see, it turned out really well. So now I'm going to show you how you're going to take it off of the lathe. So now we're going to use a tool called a parting tool to part the bowl off the lathe. So this tool is just kind of triangle shaped on the end. It's got the little blade right there, portable lighting, but focus. Hope you can see it. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take it and we're going to come in slowly. About half the tool is in the pine, half of it needs to be in the walnut. Some people kind of like to angle their tool like this to make their bottom kind of concave. I personally like to just make mine straight ends because I have a branding iron and I like to brand my logo on it. So we're just going to turn the lathe on and part the bowl until there's a little nubbin holding it on that's about 1 inch, and then we'll cut the rest of it off. You want to check the depth of your bottom periodically to make sure you're not going to cut through the bottom of your bowl. And it looks like I'm good here. So guys, finished parting my bowl off the lathe. Just use a little saw and cut off the little nubbin left over. And then I used the belt sander to flatten the bottom, and I wood burned my logo into the bottom of the bowl. And it turned out really nice, if I can hold it. A beautiful walnut on the outsides with a maple and cherry strip going through the middle. Turned out really, really, really nice and smooth, and you can tell from that shine reflection off the light that it's really nice. So thanks for watching. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe, comment down below. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Seth_Robinson_woodworking. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this project video. Be sure to check out new videos from me when they come out. Bye, guys.